There's all these factors that go into being a professional wrestler that I don't think people actually truly respect and think about. It's not about just looking good, it's also about the mentality, it's also about the performance aspect, it's practicing monologues, acting, improv, facial expressions. I want people to feel something after they watch me wrestle. That's how I felt when I was a kid. I'll never forget the way that I felt watching Jeff Hardy wrestle The Undertaker and getting goosebumps because I thought that they might actually give him the championship and let this man run the company. Ultimately, he lost, but I'll never forget him pulling himself up by the ropes saying, "You have not broken me." I want every single person who ever watches me wrestle in person and even through that screen to feel the same exact way. This is all the mindset and the mentality as I prepare for my matches. Coming up to this RCW event, maybe 3 days out, I really start to lock in. I tighten up the diet a little bit. I'm focusing on my recovery, sleeping, hydrating. I'm watching film, I'm studying Weston Blake matches because I need to know every single thing that he can do to beat me because he's beat me in my past. What happened last time, he fractured something in my mind. He shaped my confidence. I was unable to look at myself in the mirror because this man embarrassed me in front of hundreds of people. And that's never been done before. It's finally Sunday, September 11th. RCW, I'm wrestling Weston Blake tonight in an I Quit match. And to be truthfully honest, I'm pretty nervous about today. Yes, I just was in a bull rope match last week, but this is probably gonna be the most violent, aggressive match that I've had in my 5.5 years against someone that I actually kinda looked up to at one point. Driving to the venue, it's all about listening to motivational speakers. It's all about listening to the kind of music that I like to vibe out. Because I know that wrestling's all about showing up and waiting. And I'm gonna get to the venue on time, and I'm not gonna really talk to too many people. I'm gonna just be picturing and doing self-visualization of what's gonna happen this evening, because that's how I know I best perform, is actually thinking about every little step in detail before I go out there to give these people the performance of my life. So I probably look like a crazy person because I sit by myself, I'm stretching, I'm just going through things in my mind, thinking about all these ideas, ways that I can hurt this man. But that's how I truly get at peace and I'm calm with myself before things start picking up. And it's not until probably 2 minutes before I have to go out when I get really, really nervous. And it's not nervous because I'm afraid of what's about to happen, but someone told me it's because I truly care so much about what's going to happen. And sometimes I'm like, damn, what if I just walk out of here? Like my music hits and I just don't show up. I always wonder what would happen if someone did that, and maybe that would be me at some point. But then the music hits, and I remember William Regal talking about how you watch people before they wrestle, they gotta get hit in the back or they gotta scream and psych themselves up. But to him, he was just like, I just hear my music and I go. And that's kind of the style that I've adopted. I pace a little bit, but it's just go. And the moment you turn the corner and you're walking through the curtain, and okay, they're all here watching me. They're not maybe applauding, but they're all watching in awe because I look fantastic. And like, they know what kind of destruction's about to happen. I should have known, and I did, because the way that I reacted, that Weston Blake was going to try to take me off my game again. Hence the hot start and trying to tap me before I even get my pose in. That slip of his was my time to take advantage of him. Like, my goal is to tear that building down. That's why I threw him into those pillars as hard as possible. That's why I immediately got the weapons out and started hitting him with the kendo stick. I threw the chairs in the ring. That's why I set up the table. I had all these tools of my destruction because I had said that I needed to hurt him as bad as he hurt me. This isn't a game when I told him that I was going to make him quit. And I was going to reach deep down within myself to this crazy manic part of my personality, which ultimately led up to me grabbing pliers to rip this man's teeth out of his damn mouth, because I was going to hurt him no matter what. If anything, I was going to disfigure him. So there's moments throughout the match where You know, he was hitting me with the kendo stick. He tried to take out the back of my neck again. He tried to choke me out again. But I knew that I needed to fight for my life, because if I had to say I quit, I was ready and willing to put my boots in the middle of that ring and actually just give it up. But the 9 and 10-year-old self who has dreamt about doing this ever since he was a child was not going to allow giving up or saying the words I quit. Because I'm not quitting until I'm getting pushed out of a venue with a wheelchair.